What's up, everyone? How's it going? Angel from MMA here, and it's been a while, and I have to apologize for that. I've been moving. This is my new house. I got a house, boys. We locking in. That's pretty much why I've been busy. I've been moving in. Obviously, this room still has a lot of stuff. There's literally nothing in this room. There's a bunch of junk. But I plan to make this into a studio. Maybe we'll get some like UFC posters back there. Just cool stuff like that. But we'll see. But let's get on to it with the video. So today's video, we're gonna talk about UFC Mexico, and what a time to come back, man. I didn't want to talk about Leon Edwards and such, but I feel like too much time has passed and I missed my shot. But oh well. But now we're in UFC Mexico, and shout out Mexico. So Moreno versus Erceg should be a pretty good fight, man. But let's break down the card. Let me see what fights interest me, and I'll give my opinions on them. Not too interested here. Me, gotta go for my Mexican, Rafa Garcia. Let's get it done, bro. We gotta represent. I don't know much. He's a super heavy favorite. Look at that, mine negative 485. So hopefully this is just, who is this guy? Vink fell. Hopefully he wins it. Then we have Lupi Gardines versus Juliana Posteri. I remember when the Lupi Gardines hype train was at its all-time high. People were really touting her to be really good. I think she lost it, maybe. I know she lost at least once, maybe twice since then. Kind of sad, but happens when you fight the best of the best. Hopefully she gets better, and this is, by all means and purposes, supposed to be a bounce back win, so let's see it get done. Then we got Christian Rodriguez, finally at featherweight, gonna fight whoever the hell this guy is. Christian Rodriguez, let's get it, man. Who knows though, because this guy is not a prospect, and Chris Rodriguez is just only really knocking out prospects, so we'll see, but I think he still got it. Then we got Jose Medina versus Abdea Gutierrez. Jose Medina, I think, is most notable for getting the shit kicked out of him in that one fight against, who was it against? It was that the guy with the mullet who got knocked out. I forgot his name. Zachary Reese. I think he fought Zachary Reese, and he was whooping on him the entire time. He just kept eating it. Very, very tough guy. Hopefully he can win here. I think he earned a lot of people's respect by just sitting there and taking shots, but let's see him win. Then we got Edgar Chazes versus CJ Varaga. Come on, Edgar. You have to win, bro. I feel like this guy's, he either wins or he loses. I think he's pretty good, but he's lost a couple here and there. I think besides his little what's duology, the two fights he had against that Brazilian guy with blonde hair, I'm assuming Charles Oliveira. He's been pretty much losing. But he's pretty cool. I think he's pretty cool. He has his fans behind him. I think he has a lot to give. Even in that Joshua Van fight, there was a moment where he almost had Joshua Van. So I think he still has a lot of potential in the game, and I think he has to just put it out there. And let's see it. This is the main card. Yeah, we are the main card. Let's go. Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. Come on, Ronaldo Rodriguez, man. This guy is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest star in the Mexico UFC scene right now. His social medias and appearances everywhere just are always insane. Brings in a lot of numbers. And yeah, he had a pretty close fight against Ode Osborne, but hopefully he learns from it. And I think he should win this one. Kevin Borjas, don't know too much about him, but I have big hype for Ronaldo Rodriguez, so let's see it get done. David Martinez versus Simon Oliveira. Don't know much about David Martinez, but I like Mexicans because I'm Mexican. So let's go David Martinez. Then we see Raul Rosas Jr. probably having the highest card placement he's had in recent memory. Maybe he had a co-main event at some point, I'm not too sure. But he's fighting against Vince Morales. I think Raul Rosas Jr. should get this done. He's been very eager to fight. He's been in the gym. I've seen him do a lot of work. Hopefully he's ready for this and he delivers. So I'm going Raul Rosas Jr. They got Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. This should be a pretty exciting fight. Joe Pyfer obviously punches as hard as Ngannou, harder than Ngannou. Versus Kevin Gastelum, little chubby guy. Heavy favorite Joe Pyfer. But man, I think Joe Pyfer might get it done, man. He's just new, man. Kevin Gastelum's been here, done that, you feel me? And what can he really do that can surprise Joe Pyfer at this point? We've seen so much on him. seen him lose a lot. He went down to welterweight for a little bit, got whooped, came back up. I don't know, man. I got like a big like aura in the air that's telling me he's probably gonna miss weight just for no reason. And then, so I'm gonna go with Joe Piper for this one. I think he's just ready to put his name back out there, be like, I am here, I am ready. So yeah. Then co-main, we got Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. Now this is gonna be awesome. This is kind of a pick'em fight here. Manuel Torres is a you know, what do we call it? What do you call those people? I'm one of those people. What do they call it? Like, I'm basically getting at that Drew Dober goes for these type of people. Minorities, here we go. I was looking for the word minority. Manuel Torres is a minority, so maybe Drew Dober will lock in. But I don't know. Hopefully Manuel Torres like puts out a show. I want him to win here. He's very, very exciting. He was fight really bad against Ignacio Bahamondes. Literally got himself knocked out, you know, by running into those punches like that. Very disappointing things to see. But hopefully this is the right opponent to bounce back and get your name back up there. Maybe he can fight for a top 15 shot after this, you know. As long as he gets it done in an emphatic fashion, you know. So I'm going Manuel Torres. Hopefully gets it done, but Drew Dober, man, watch out for him. And now the main event. Brandon Moreno, number 2 in the world, versus Steve Erceg, number 8. What in the world has this world come to, man? Kind of don't like it because I just feel like Steve Erceg doesn't really deserve it, but hey, who am I to say? As far as I see the fight going, it's pretty hard to pick because like a part of me still wants to highly tout Steve Erceg because he looked pretty good against Pantoja. So did Moreno. Don't forget that, man. Moreno looked pretty good. It was like really close fight, and Moreno had a broken hand. And in his last fight, Brandon Moreno looked insane. He looked on point, just absolutely drowned Amir Albazi. Steve Erceg got knocked out. I'm gonna go with Brandon Moreno because he's my dog. I met him. He's my favorite G. Shout out Lego Boys. I can't wait to see him do his thing. I think it'll be a very fun fight nonetheless. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a moment where Steve Erceg gets him hurt or something like that. But then Brandon Moreno just, you know, flips a switch and establishes his dominance once again. See this going the distance. I don't see a finish happening here, but it'll be electrifying, and I can't wait for it. So yeah, I'm picking my Brandon Moreno on the main event. What do you guys think about my picks? Do you guys think it's cool? Would you guys agree? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then.